Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ziprecruiter.com/zip. That's ziprecruiter.com/zip. ziprecruiter.com/zip.
Welcome to another episode of the LilWeird Podcast, where we dive into the strange and fascinating world of the unknown. I'm Jane, and today we're exploring the unique and sometimes downright bizarre beliefs about health and sickness that shape everyday life in the Philippines. In the Philippines, the natural and supernatural dance a delicate tango. Many Filipinos hold fast to beliefs like usog, kulam, and pasma. Usog, for example, is the idea that an unsuspecting stranger's gaze or compliment can make a child sick. The solution? A quick dab of saliva on the forehead. Yes, you heard that right, saliva. It's like an old-school germ warfare, but instead of antibacterial soap, it's all about the spit. Then, there's kulam or sorcery. People believe that certain illnesses are caused by spells cast by those harboring ill will. And let's not forget pasma, the belief that going from hot to cold too quickly can cause all sorts of nasty symptoms like hand tremors and numbness. This means avoiding cold showers after workout and steering clear of ice-cold drinks when you're feeling overheated. In this episode, we'll dive into these traditional beliefs and try to uncover their roots and significance. With advancements in technology and modern medicine, many Filipinos may not adhere to these ancient practices as strictly as before. However, if you're Filipino, chances are you've heard of usog, kulam, or pasma, or lamig at some point in your life. Join us as we explore these fascinating traditions and their place in contemporary Filipino culture. Kazarian and Evans, building on Kleiman's work, describe 3 systems of medicine: folk, professional, and popular. Folk medicine is where tradition thrives. Imagine a village where the manghihilot, a traditional healer, eases pain with skilled hands, or the albularyo who makes remedies from leaves and roots. Faith healers and healing priests add their prayers and rituals to this practice. Professional medicine is the world of official healthcare. Here, doctors, nurses, midwives, and other health professionals work together, blending science with care. Popular medicine is part of everyday life. It's grandmother's herbal remedy, a mother's comforting touch, and a neighbor's homegrown advice. These informal healers are valued and respected in their communities. In this blend of beliefs and practices, you can find the soothing touch of a hilot, a grandmother's herbal brew, or a doctor's prescription, all coexisting harmoniously. The Filipino approach to health is a mix of traditions, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the enchanting land. Now that we've glimpsed the intriguing world of illness causes, it's time to dive deeper into each of these fascinating categories. Buckle up as we explore the mystical, personalistic, and naturalistic realms of Filipino health beliefs. In Filipino culture, the belief in mystical causes of illness is deeply ingrained. These causes are thought to stem from unseen and supernatural forces, including concepts such as life force, bangungot, soul loss, pollution, fate, and mystical retribution. In this episode, we will focus on 2 primary concepts: life force and bangungot. For those interested in soul loss, we explored this topic in depth in our previous episode on the soul and the afterlife according to early Filipino beliefs. We will also briefly discuss other concepts like pollution, fate, and mystical retribution. Let's start by unraveling the concept of life force. In the Philippines, many people believe in a life force, a concept that falls under animatism, as coined by British anthropologist Robert Marrett. Animatism is the belief in a generalized impersonal power that can be influenced. For example, the Bataan Negritos believe that planting bananas too deeply or pressing plants with the hand can affect their productivity because the plant's souls dislike darkness and pressure. A unique perspective on life force comes from the Ilongots, an indigenous group from the northern Luzon. They refer to this vital energy as liget, which encompasses energy, anger, and passion. This is distinct from rinawa, which refers to the heart and aligns more with the Christian notion of the soul. Liget is believed to be present in nature, such as the red color of the sky at sunset, potent plants, and as an internal driving force within humans and other living beings. This understanding of life force shapes how Filipinos perceive and respond to illness, reflecting a deep connection to both the natural and supernatural realms in their approach to health. In Cebuano culture, two terms, gahum and kusog, offer insights into different forms of power. Gahum, akin to the Tagalog galing, signifies acquired prowess or skill, like that gained through politics and learning. On the other hand, kusog, akin to lakas, embodies a natural vigor filled with dynamism and energy, often linked to physical strength or a robust voice. These concepts extend beyond mere physical attributes. They symbolize a mystical force crucial for overall health, evident in expressions like malakas ang katawan, a strong body. This mystical essence finds parallels in the Ilongots' concept of liget, where vitality and potential illness are entwined, especially when potent plants are involved. Did you know that some Filipinos believe in love charms or love potions called gayuma? This belief offers a captivating glimpse into the concept of animatism, where objects possess inherent power. Originally designed as a love potion to render someone irresistible, gayuma reflects the belief in object-to-human power transfer. This concept extends to items like anting-anting or amulets, widely popular in Quiapo, Manila, ranging from religious medallions to unconventional items like bullet shells. This cultural belief underscores the deep-rooted intertwining of object power and human vitality, highlighting the mystical forces influencing everyday life. Among Filipino Christian groups, there exists a fascinating and deeply rooted belief system concerning certain ailments such as usog, balis, kahoy, and uhiya. These illnesses predominantly affect infants, who may experience crying fits, abdominal pains, and vomiting. The culprits behind these conditions are thought to be individuals with particularly strong breath. In an effort to prevent such ailments, it is common for a visitor to wet their finger with saliva and apply it to the infant's forehead, abdomen, or soles of the feet during their first encounter with the child. In Iloilo, usog is attributed to someone possessing strong dungan or willpower. This belief underscores the notion that a person's inner strength can inadvertently cause harm. Similarly, among the Muslim Tausug, there is a belief in paso simod or hot breath, an illness believed to be influenced by spoken words or human breath, particularly when a child is complimented. To counteract this, family members swiftly respond with the phrase, paso simod hi babu o kaka, translating to, may the hot breath go to the aunt or elder cousin. This protective incantation aims to divert the harmful energy away from the child. In the Visayas, the practice of uttering puera buyag, away with buyag, whenever someone is complimented reflects a similar belief. This phrase is intended to prevent the onset of buyag, an ailment often manifesting as stomach aches, which can affect both children and adults. The repeated use of these protective phrases and rituals illustrates a profound cultural understanding that human interactions, particularly through speech and presence, hold significant power over health and well-being. These beliefs and practices reveal an intricate web of cultural traditions aimed at safeguarding the most vulnerable members of the community. They highlight an enduring respect for the unseen forces believed to influence daily life. By exploring these customs, we gain insight into the complex ways in which cultural beliefs and practices are intertwined with health and illness in the Philippines. Across the Mediterranean and Latin America, there are widespread beliefs in the evil eye, or mal de ojo in Spanish. It is thought that certain individuals, often involuntarily, can harm others, especially children, by looking at them. Admiring a child can expose them to the eye, but this can be countered by saying, "God bless you," and touching the child. In the Philippines, the belief in the evil eye is rare but does exist in some ethnic groups. Among the Ifugao, certain individuals are believed to have an evil cut of the eye that brings misfortune or sickness, whether intentional or not. The Benguet Igorots believe in mantala, a sickness caused by someone's stare. Additionally, the Tagalog term uhiya is derived from the Spanish ojer, meaning witchery by the evil eye. Although uncommon, these beliefs in the Philippines share similarities with the concepts of usog and buyag, which involve harm caused by a person's gaze or presence. Now, prepare to step into the realm of the mysterious as we uncover the enigma of bangungot or nightmares. Bangungot is a term that translates to nightmares in English, derived from the root words bangon, meaning to rise, and ungol, meaning to moan. The belief associated with bangungot is that the person experiencing it may die if they are unable to wake up during an attack. In traditional Filipino beliefs, there's a fascinating idea called bangungot, which means nightmares. These nightmares are thought to be caused by a spiritual entity called limum, which sits heavily on people's chests and stomachs while they sleep, leading to terrifying dreams. Another term, ab-ab, describes a kind of paralysis that affects people who sleep alone, preventing them from moving or shouting during these episodes. In traditional Filipino beliefs, the term kalag refers to the soul, which is believed to be detached or separate from the physical body. This idea was discussed in depth in our previous episode about the soul and the underworld. According to these beliefs, the kalag is not confined to the body and can wander especially during sleep or unconscious states. This notion of the soul's ability to wander ties into cultural understandings of experiences like bangungot or nightmares. It's thought that during sleep, when the body is at rest, the kalag may roam freely, encountering spiritual entities or experiencing unsettling visions. This wandering soul concept is deeply intertwined with traditional Filipino views on spirituality and the afterlife. By delving into these beliefs, we gain a deeper appreciation of how Filipinos perceive the soul's connection to the body and its potential for exploration beyond physical boundaries, contributing to a richer understanding of phenomena like bangungot and other sleep-related experiences. Researchers have recently looked into sudden deaths among Southeast Asian refugees in the United States, similar to Filipino bangungot. Studies in the 1990s reported sudden deaths among Thai workers and refugees in Southeast Asia. They suggested various possible causes like stress, genetics, dietary issues, and sleep problems. Additionally, cardiologists like Ramon Abarquez have linked bangungot to Brugada syndrome, a heart condition. These studies shows ongoing efforts to understand bangungot and its potential causes. There's a close connection between bangungot or SUNS, sudden unexplained nocturnal death syndrome, and Brugada syndrome. The underlying mechanisms of Brugada syndrome may help explain the mysteries surrounding bangungot or SUNS. However, it's still inconclusive whether bangungot or SUNS is essentially a form of Brugada syndrome due to limited research data. To address this, researchers propose a comprehensive research agenda. This includes genetic testing and pharmacological challenges for individuals and their families suspected of SUNS. This research aims to conclusively establish the relationship between these two syndromes. Bangungot is a topic that needs more study, especially regarding what causes it. While some might think it's just a way to control overeating or sleeping alone, survivors' experiences show it's more complicated. It seems to affect more men, possibly due to social pressures and not being able to express emotions, especially when stressed. Many cases of sudden deaths happen to men away from home, like Filipino sailors or Thai workers abroad. Bangungot is also linked to nightmares, which are scary experiences across cultures often tied to spirits or danger. The word nightmare comes from a belief in a spirit that sits on people's chests while they sleep. It may also describe health problems that happen during sleep, like chest tightness that feels like a heavy weight. In different cultures, these sensations can mean different things. For example, in the Philippines, it's called bangungot, while in the US, people describe similar feelings during alien abductions. This shows how our beliefs about scary experiences change over time, from ancient spirits to modern ideas about outer space. In our exploration of mystical beliefs causing illness, we encountered the intriguing notion of soul loss. We previously delved into the complexities of Filipino beliefs surrounding the soul and the afterlife in episode 6, offering a deeper context. Across ethnic groups in the Philippines, the belief in multiple souls is prevalent. In some cultures, it's believed that the physical body and the soul can exist separately. However, if the soul wanders off, whether due to circumstances like sleep or being stolen by malevolent spirits like encantos, or being lost in desolate places, it can lead to illness, mental instability, or even death. In the context of mystical causes, pollution refers to spiritual contamination that can taint the body and soul. This can occur through negative energies, bad spirits, or contact with the unclean. Cleansing rituals and ceremonies are typically performed to purify and heal the afflicted individual. An example of this is found in beliefs surrounding menstruation, not just among Filipino groups but also across various cultures globally. Such beliefs often label menstruating women as potentially dangerous, reflecting deep-seated ideologies. Mystical retribution is a concept where actions that violate taboos or prohibitions are believed to bring about negative consequences. This relationship is seen as more mystical, where transgression logically leads to adverse outcomes without direct intervention by a supernatural being. This idea is akin to karma in Buddhism, where actions directly influence one's fate rather than being seen as divine punishment. It's about cause and effect, as emphasized in the Buddhist text Dhammapada. By oneself, evil is done. By oneself, one suffers. By oneself, evil is left undone. By oneself, one is purified. This aligns with the notion of immanent justice, where consequences are intrinsic to one's actions.